Hello, everybody, and welcome to the show, which has been in the queue now for probably 3 months.
Yeah.
But we wanted to build that anticipatory excitement in the crowd.
Yes,
Anyway,
absolutely.
so welcome, everybody. I'm Aley at Heart and Soul Connected, and of course, I'm here with beautiful Sara, and she is from Hibiscus Healing. And today we're going to talk a little bit about Reiki and some of the things that she her philosophies on it, which I really love. And we're going to be giving away a free Reiki session from Sara at the end. So if you put in hashtag Reiki, Reiki, then you can be in the drawing and possibly win. And Sara will tell you later how to reach her. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. But later on in the show, we'll pull a few cards if you have some questions. And I'm sure all of you caught the beautiful correspondence dinner that really never was last night. It's like, what a waste of money that whole thing was. But anyway, I just think it's very fascinating. But I think most of us here at least have a feeling we know what it was all about. Let's just put it that way. Yeah.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Yes, we do.
So, yeah, absolutely. I want to reach out and thank you all for everybody's kindness about my dog Zoe. And it was just so sudden. It was so unbelievably sudden. And it was very hard to process the first day or so. And I do realize that she decided she didn't want to be here anymore. She wanted to be with Caramel. And they had this bond. And so I have a lot of closure with that part of it. You know, I feel as though we did what we could do, but she was in such a bad way that she was in so much pain. I couldn't deal with that. So, yeah. And there's the beautiful Linda Kennedy.
Hello, hello.
Hello. And Jenny's here, and Charlie's here, and Polly, and Brenda, and Donna, and Michelle. Wow, everybody. Thank you. Lori.
Hi, everybody.
Salama. Who else snuck in here? Wow, this is fabulous. Anybody else that happens to come in, we're glad to have you. Thank you for being with Sara and I. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. When you were telling that story,
I love the new color. I do.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I always go through phases where I gotta chop it off and change it.
Yep.
When you were talking about Caramel, it kind of reminded me of when you said they had this bond, almost like when older couples lose a spouse and then they soon follow. That's kind of how it felt in my heart when you were saying that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
I'm going with my love, my best friend.
Well, you know, when they initially met, it was later in their time together, and Zoe was very aloof anyway, and Caramel was very deferential. So if she got near Zoe and Zoe didn't like it, she just turned her head and looked over here, and so she knew who the boss was. But eventually they lay side by side, sometimes with the head on one's back. But when Caramel went to the Rainbow Bridge, we had the vet here that day, and Zoe wouldn't leave my side. And it was almost like she was processing the whole thing, knowing that it would soon be her turn. I don't know. It's just, it was just one of those things.
They're very intuitive. They absolutely know. She probably knew long before you did.
Yeah, I'm sure she did. I'm sure she did.
Absolutely.
So my other two have already started becoming different because they're both, and it's okay. It's okay. Their little individuality is out. So glad I have them. Keith really needs them. He was always with them, all of them, all day long, since he's been home. And yesterday I had my granddog with me, my daughter's daughter, Moxie, who's a corgi. And so she kind of grounded me back, and we had a good visit. So yeah. Yes, they are very smart, Jenny. You're right. Hi, Angie Burks and Anya and Cheryl. It's nice to see you guys. Yeah. So we're going to go. Cat Goddess is here. I don't know if I missed anybody. It wasn't intentional. Thank you, Michelle, for your condolences. I appreciate it. So yes, so we're going to talk first about Reiki. I remember that Sara already has had one class. Is that right?
Yes.
One class. And she was waiting to see, how everything went, and probably will be announcing another class at some point. And if so, you'll be on the quick track if you're interested in doing it. I just want to say that I'm Reiki 1, and I got it in 2023, I think it was. And my teacher was from Denmark, I believe. I did it on Zoom. And it expanded my gifts. It helped me ground myself and work with my own energies. And so I can't recommend it enough. And hi, Jackie B. So I'm going to turn this over to you, Sarah, and let you talk about what it is. And I'll just interject if I have questions.
Okay. Yeah. Well, Reiki. For me, it was pivotal for my healing journey. Like everybody who goes through my class, the one thing I love about having a class with multiple people is the stories. There's always the stories. Everybody comes for a specific reason. It's usually in a time of needing healing. And just the bond that is created, there's always tears. And the space is just such a sacred, beautiful space for people to feel safe. So that's what I try to create, is this safe area, because you're not just learning a modality. Like Aley had brought this up earlier, and she asked the question, can it be more about just for you? It's like, absolutely. Yeah. My philosophy on Reiki is that it is a very personal, it's a very personal journey that you have with Reiki. And it is more about healing yourself, keeping yourself in that state of homeostasis. Like, when you're using Reiki, you're balancing your chakras. When your chakras are all aligned and spinning beautifully, your aura is bright and full and colorful. And that just, that keeps your energetic body balanced. So it's about healing yourself, and secondary, you get to heal others. Well, you don't heal others because, you can only heal yourself. So what you do is when you're doing the Reiki treatment, you allow that space, and you're channeling the Reiki energy through your hands, and you're allowing the space for the individual to work on healing themselves. And the reason I say this, and I love to say this, is because I would rather, personally, instead of giving you multiple Reiki sessions, I would rather teach you and attune you to Reiki so you can work on it, because it's a daily practice. So you can heal yourself, and you can help to heal, to create that healing space for your friends, family, and for others. But that's why it's important. That's why I like to teach it versus just do treatments.
I think that's wonderful, because what is it? You give a person a fish, they eat for the day, but if you teach them how to fish, they can eat for a lifetime.
So, I could do a Reiki treatment on somebody, and they can stay balanced. Like, if you're going to put a number on it, they say about 4 weeks, you can stay balanced. But if you go leave my treatment room after Reiki session and do stuff to your body that's going to unbalance you energetically, like do bad things, go out and like start fighting with people, or just doing stuff that lowers your vibration, you're going to the treatment's just going to be worthless at that time, because how you go and practice. But if you have Reiki and you're attuned to it, you could be like, okay, I need to work on myself again. I need to give myself a treatment. And it could be something as simple as just doing this.
Right.
It doesn't have to be a full treatment. It's just centering yourself.
So intention has a lot to do with it too. Once you know the philosophy of how the energy works and moves, then you can almost, it reminds me of when the athletes can't, let's say, practice as much as they'd like, they can run over it in their heads where they're making the perfect pitch or they're running the perfect marathon.
There is a caveat to that.
Okay.
So if you're doing a treatment, Reiki is so intuitive. It is so intuitive. So if you go into a treatment and your intention is, I have this major headache, I need to work on my headache, and Reiki is going to heal, it's going to balance everything. but it might notice that maybe you have an infected toe. I don't know. It might notice something else and go there. So it'll still work on the headache, but it's gonna, you can say, I want this treatment to work on this, but Reiki is going to go in and
go where it needs to go.
It'll go exactly where it needs to go, and you'll come out of it feeling feeling better, because you probably didn't even know that you needed healing in this area. So that's just how that's what I love about it. It's just so intuitive.
That's right. One of the things I remember learning, and maybe you can speak to this, is that we are not using our energy. We are using universal energy, so we don't get exhausted by Reiki treatments. So that's true, isn't it, Sara?
Yes.
Yeah.
So okay. Anybody can do hands-on healing. Just if you're not attuned to Reiki, just the actual fact. Have you ever just went to somebody and give them a humongous hug, and then all of a sudden their body just went and like this relaxation? That is an energetic exchange. And you can put your hands on somebody and work with them, but you're using your life force energy, right, basically. So when you're attuned to Reiki, you're channeling universal energy. So it kind of, it bypasses your own energy. So that's why when you're doing the hands-on treatments with Reiki, you're not using your energy. So there's no connection with you at all. It's just coming through like my hands are getting hot right now. just
thinking about
whenever I talk about it, they start to get hot. Yeah. So it's just Reiki coming through your palm. So it's basically like an extension cord, giving power to your computer through the outlet. Wonderful. In a way.
Yeah. And there are many different practitioners who have different philosophies, and none of them are wrong, but it's that you find comfort with whoever your instructor is in their philosophy.
Exactly.
And of course you can also mesh your own philosophy as you move along into your own practice. So
yes,
that's
absolutely.
Yeah.
After Madame Takata brought Reiki to the States, there's like 5, maybe 7 different versions of Reiki now.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
And they're all, there's different symbols, there's different, like one of them's like Holy Fire Reiki, and there's different versions.
Okay.
And you're absolutely, none of them are wrong. And that's why I specify when I teach the class, Reiki is very personal. What I'm showing you is just a stepping stone. Yeah. Like your Reiki practice is going to look completely different in a year than what I teach you. I'm just giving you the basic information, the attunements, and then where you go from there, it's completely up to you. Like you can mix modalities with it. Yeah. So I like tuning forks, really good with Reiki. Like any sort of sound healing. There's so many different crystals. I use gemstones when I do Reiki. So it's it's what you do with it is going to be authentically yours in the end.
For sure. That's for sure. Hi, Nat. It's good to see you too. Thanks for being here with us. So, when you were saying about your hands tingling, because we have chakras in our hands. Is that true? Yeah.
Yes, and we do.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I don't know what they're called, but yeah, we have, we only really talk about the 7 major ones inside of our body. And then the one below and above sometimes get talked about, but there's so many different chakras out there. It's it's almost like, I could be wrong, but I equate like the amount of chakras to like the amount of meridians in your body. Like there's just so many,
Yeah, I agree.
There's so many.
We'll never know enough. It's the same way when I was going to acupuncture, and I have just recently been doing it, and I don't initially feel what's going on. I know that it's something, and then the next day it's like things are different in my body.
Yep.
And
Yes.
it's just that it's where this person, this practitioner knows exactly where to put that needle. And if anybody's thinking about the fact, oh, needles, I don't like needles, there's no pain. I don't know how they do it. I just have
It's
no idea.
like
Yeah.
the needle's so thin, and so it's almost like, you know how you wind up with a splinter sometimes and you have no idea how it got there?
Right.
Like
Yes.
it's so thin you didn't feel it go in. That's kind of what it reminds me of. And
Uh-huh.
when you brought up that you would feel it the next day, that's
Mhm.
also, if you're a Reiki practitioner and you are doing treatments,
Yeah.
that's a really, I'm glad you brought that up, because a lot of times someone might leave the treatment room just like, well, I feel okay, I feel relaxed, but that could have just been because I laid on
Yeah.
the table for such amount of time. But depending on the individual, the effects could have a delay.
Hmm.
Like it could take a little bit of time for Reiki, because Reiki doesn't stop once I, take my hands
Yeah.
off.
Sure.
So it could take
Yeah.
a little bit of time for those effects to, depending on the blockage, to come into play, so they
To
feel
come to
it.
play. Yeah.
Mhm.
Garnet, I've never heard where Reiki was sending negative energy to some god, but
Mhm.
I can imagine intention to move away from negativity would be
Mhm.
that reason, let's say. Or it could be the
Yeah.
darker arts that people are utilizing in order to,
You can twist anything.
Yeah.
It just depends on, like you said, intention.
Yeah, it's definitely intention.
But
Yeah.
it's not religious at all. Reiki has nothing to do with religion. It's just energy. And everything's okay. I'm going to tell you something about my Reiki journey, like my experience with the supernatural. So growing up, I saw dark entities all the time. I called them attacks. I would get, people call it sleep paralysis, but you're not asleep. Like I would physically get held down. I woke up one day and my Cabbage Patch doll was sitting upright on my chest. And that was like, okay, these guys are going in the attic, like bye-bye. So I had a lot of negative energetic experiences. So that's why I blocked my gifts for so long, because I didn't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
My brothers have had stuff. I had one so bad that I was being held down in bed and I was struggling so much. My boyfriend at the time opened the door and I was laying on the bed and I went flung, and I flew off the bed head first into the bathroom. And he's like, what the hell was that? And I was just like, I don't know, nothing. Just leave me alone, because I was used to it. But so I would call everything demons. When I did Reiki, it shifted because I didn't fear it anymore. It was energy. Yeah. It was energy and I could control it. It felt less dangerous. It felt less evil. So when people say, you're sending negative energy, you're doing bad things, especially when they try to bring religion into it, or the religious names. Personally, I felt that shift. So I think it's all in how your intention and how you do it.
Nope. I agree with you 100%, because it just, there are people that are, have dark entities like ghosts and things that they see. And once they start working with that energy and shifting it so that they can either help them move along or, tell them that they're stuck or whatever it is. But you're right. It starts out as a fear because you don't think you have any ability to do anything about it, but you really do. Yeah, you really do.
Like your whole mindset can shift, and then you kind of feel more, the fear is gone, and fear leads to
Yep.
So many,
So a lot of people have had that. That's right. And Seascape, you used to see bad stuff in your head and you're still hesitant of using the abilities. I understand. It's just, it is a personal choice. Some people shut down. There are people that actually walk into, it hasn't got anything to do with Reiki, but they're wide open and they walk into a grocery store and they start hearing people tell them all their problems, or this person had dark energy, or they were beaten up this morning, or whatever it was, and they're overwhelmed. That's another reason why we don't really consciously always know what our past life was. We've got enough right now in this life, and so we don't need to know, that we were tortured in the last one. So yeah, I think a lot of it is conscious.
Exactly. Yeah. Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
But yeah, Reiki is, I can't, and I am pretty skeptical. I'm a Virgo. I analyze everything. I'm pretty skeptical. So like for me to even like believe in the spiritual happenings is because I've experienced it. So when I speak about Reiki, I'm so passionate about it because it was literally life-changing. I had a panic attack in Costco because like, I don't know why, but in Costco, people like to hit you with their carts, at least here. So they're like,
so many people in there too, trying to scramble for stuff.
It's ridiculous. So I had and this was right before I found Reiki. Like I had a panic attack and I was like, I can't leave my house anymore. This is ridiculous. But it helped so much. It helped so much.
That's good.
And it did help.
We've had that. I've had that myself where I didn't want to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Not
amplifies your gifts, like you said too. Yeah. Like it really helped. It really helped amplify. Like once those blockages were gone, they just came through.
Wow. Well, Garnet, you have quite a bit of information I've never heard before. An African tribe where they pass wind, they whip behind themselves like this with the whip. I'd be doing that 24/7 because I have a terrible stomach.
Like, do they do it for
self-flagellation? Yeah. What are
like
they doing?
They whip themselves is like a punishment, or are they?
Well, I'm wondering if that's it, because that's what the point of that is self-flagellation. It's like, oh, I was thinking impure thoughts, slam, slam.
Like the past, the gas was something bad. A lot of people do think that, and when you pass gas, you're expelling. I've heard that, like you're getting the negative energies. I don't know.
Well, there's a lot of toilet information many people don't really know. I know last night I was on with Gerald and Linda de Gonzalez, and my husband had told me about these toilets that were called big man toilets. And
oh yes, I was watching that, and I was like, that is freaking hilarious.
It's a real thing. Though. It's a real thing. Yeah, it is. Yeah. But I thought it was funny too, because the Australians were like, why do you have so much water in your toilet? It was just fun. It was fun. I love it when we can have fun at the expense of something that's actually a normal biological function.
Okay. I have been guilty of asking that question.
Okay.
Like what happens in there? I have asked because I'm curious. I don't have that biology, so I'm like,
right. Yeah. Yeah.
I've asked that question before, so
have you?
I asked the weird ones.
You have a little mesh net, like hold things up, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, TMO or TMI rather. Sorry. Yeah, I know. But yeah, when Keith told me that there was a whole group of toilets that were just for men who were well endowed, let's say. I said, no, that's a joke. He said, no. And I thought, well, somebody I know in the White House doesn't need that anyway. So anyway, sorry, just had to add a little bit of humor. Anyway, that's wonderful. Does anybody have any particular question about Reiki, or a question or misunderstanding or whatever that might be, Sara could assuage for you? I think that it is something that is a lot like, I don't know, to me, it's worth whatever it costs to take the class, because it's self-healing that you can use it for, first and foremost, which we've already talked about.
Yes.
And there's nothing wrong with taking care of yourself first, or ever. So if you never use it, and the thing is, I only have Reiki 1, and in Reiki 2 and 3, I believe they teach you how to do long distance and help other people, but I still send it along, even though I don't have the extra training for it, because I believe that the energies that we send to people, they expand and, work together, so to speak, in that kind of a forum. So, if we don't find it an insult, Garnet, what, a question? Is that what you're asking? Okay. If you have one, go right ahead.
I think maybe
But you
what
did say
Arabic
something.
is burping.
Oh, Arabic is burping and yeah. Oh, yes, it's not an insult in even in Europe to belch after a meal. It means that you enjoyed it. That's what I've always heard. So, yeah, there are different customs in different places that
I don't.
you
Yeah,
have to learn about. Yeah, burping after eating.
I don't get offended by bodily functions. I mean,
That's good.
they just happen.
They just happen. Yeah, yeah. It's not
I mean,
intentional.
unless they're excessive, like, can you just go in the other room? But
Yeah,
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 but
yeah.
they happen, I burp
Yeah, they
all
do.
the time after eating. Sometimes you can't help it.
Yeah, yeah, that's right. That's right. Cat Goddess, what do you have to say here? If you're going to pour into others, it's also good to pour into yourself as well. Equal give and take. Absolutely.
Yes. So if you are not healing yourself and keeping yourself in balance,
Hmm.
it's healing at first, but then, like, when you're doing Reiki and you practice it consistent, it's like brushing your teeth,
Sure.
It's just maintenance. So if you're not keeping yourself balanced energetically, and how are you going to work on someone else?
Right.
That's how I see it. Like, if you aren't working on yourself, it's just going to, I'm not going to say it won't work, but it's going to, like, lessen. It's going to be harder on you.
That's very true. Well, it's kind of in the same vein. It's like telling somebody they need to do something, or you're recommending they do something, but you've never done it, or you don't think about yourself in that way. I think that we have to get over the idea that self-care is somehow selfish. It isn't at all. It's important for us all. We really do.
That's the
We do need
hardest
it.
lesson to learn.
It
I'm
really
still
is.
learning it.
Yep, I think we all are.
Yeah.
It's just one of those works in progress. We're probably better than we were, but we still look in the mirror and go, oh God, I look like shit today or whatever. You don't need to do that. You need to love yourself no matter what. And I guess that's why it's very interesting. I've never been a makeup person. That's just not me.
Me neither.
And
I tried and failed.
well, but at my age, it sometimes matters many more times than it would in an earlier age. But it's like people getting all this Botox and all that junk. It's like I earned every single one of these wrinkles I have. So if you don't like it, okay, that's fine. It's but I'm okay with it. I'm comfortable.
Yes,
So,
absolutely, absolutely.
yeah. Oh, Charlie, you're a Reiki master. You're working with an 83-year-old gentleman who is having memory issues. He's spiritual and aware. Asked me to do more tomorrow because he believes it's helping him. Yeah. All is it well? All is well, or he fell? I don't know. But I love that, Charlie.
Absolutely,
and
it is helping.
Mm-hmm.
It absolutely is helping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he knows it is, or he wouldn't be still asking you to do it. So I love that he's open enough to realize that this is something that he needs and he wants and that you're working with. So that's fabulous. Yeah. Hello, Judy in the skies. It's good to see you, girl. I hope you're doing well. And Linda Bishop's here. Thanks for being here. Oh, he did fall. I found out something last night that did not please, or yesterday, other day, that did not please me. And that is that after you've had anesthesia and you're over 60, you can have brain fog for up to 6 years. I'm not happy about that. And of course, you can fall down. Well, that's what happened to me. I've fallen 3 times since December. And one time I was sitting on the toilet and I just keeled over. I fainted. And so, there's some of those things that need more balance too with the energetic work, I think. Maybe shifting around some of that fog, whether you're intentionally doing it. Yeah. Oh, your mic's off, Sarah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, have I been muted this whole time?
Not the whole time, no.
I've like been talking away. Oh my gosh. I had to cough, so I muted myself.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Oh my goodness, I feel like I abandoned you. So when you are now I forgot what I was going to say. See, brain fog. When you're not balanced energetically, it just makes it harder for everything to work physically in your body. Like it creates blockages. So like your blood doesn't flow, but as well. So it's all, it's all encompassing. So you have to take care of your physical body and your energetic body at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because they affect each other. They affect each other in such a, they're the same thing. So when you damage one, you damage the other. When you heal one, you can help heal the other.
Yeah, I was looking at, there was somebody that said when they give you a cesarean section, they have to cut through 7 layers of skin, and yeah, me too. I didn't realize it was that many. And then I'm thinking, oh, but then if you look at your energetic field too, they're going through. And so one of the things that I remember were that they told me, and I don't know why they told me this because they really weren't metaphysical, but they said, because you've cut your energy by having it cut horizontally, you've got to get that energy back. And I remember being younger and ironing all the time because I liked my clothes really nice. And it was cutting my energy field the whole time across me. And I thought, wow, we just don't know the subtle things that are wreaking havoc on us. We really don't.
Yes. Yeah. I was trying to look through my book about the question. I think I don't have the updated version right here. But so like this is the book that you guys will get when you take my class. So like this is your auric field, right? So when it's unbalanced, it becomes leaky aura, and you can start taking on other people's crap.
Oh.
And then this is the chakra system, right? So the chakra system, the meridians, these are all part of your energetic body. So when you have this chakra system, when it's all balanced, see how it spins and intertwines?
Yeah.
It fills your aura. So it's like the blood life of your aura. So it helps fill that up. This is what I believe. So when you are working on yourself, you're keeping yourself balanced, your aura is it just keeps you full. And what does a healthy aura do? It's protection as well. So it's all,
it's kind of like another wall of protection around you. Yeah. Yeah. Wow. I love that. And yes, Sarah's got a fantastic booklet that she gives her students. So there's something to say about that.
My class is, when you take my class, it's not just like one and done. It's 3 to 4, depending on how long it takes, Zoom sessions. And they're about 4 hours each. So we're going to go through theory. We're going to go through the hand positions. We're going to do treatments. So it's 4 days of 4 hours. 3.5 to 4 days, depending on how quickly we go through. It just depends. Usually we do it if it was an in-person class, it would be a full weekend. So it's quite a commitment to take the class, but I want to make sure that you get everything you need and you can answer all the questions. Everybody has time to tell their stories, to feel comfortable. And then I don't just let you go afterwards. I mean, you're free to go. I'm not going to trap you, but I do offer if like a monthly Zoom get together to practice to ask questions. So
I love that, Sarah. That's fabulous. So be looking at hibiscus healing when she tells you her next class is coming up if you're interested in that. And I did not know this, Jules, that I love pineapple juice, but I don't drink it all the time. But it's intuitively, it's like I've been drinking it. So thank you.
Yeah.
It's doing something good. I love
I'm
that.
obsessed with the pineapple and cucumber together.
Uh-huh. Ooh, that sounds good.
Mhm.
Yeah. Nat's wondering if it will be morning or is it going to be afternoon
So
or
I haven't scheduled it
Mhm.
because I haven't really promoted the
Right.
class, but I'm flexible. So I want to kind of whoever's
Yeah.
interested, we can kind of come to a collective
I
time.
think
So I
she
don't want
wanted
to
to know
say,
because she's in Australia, as you know, so probably
mm,
that's right. Yeah. Yeah.
it could
Ah,
be, and if it was something where you had specific time restraints, then I will work with you too. So
there
if
you
you
go.
need to be at a specific time and
Yeah.
nobody else can join, it'll just be the two of us and that'll work too. So I'm
There
very
you
flexible.
go. That's good to
I
know.
just
That's
want
really
as
good.
many people to
Yeah.
be able to do Reiki as possible.
Yeah.
Because I think
I
it's such
mean,
a
again,
magical
once
tool.
again, just emphasizing the fact that it's beneficial to us.
Yeah,
And then if it gets used in other ways, that's even more beneficial, but you're taking care of
absolutely.
yourself first.
Absolutely.
Yeah. You got it and you were shocked that you had room in your brain, Linda. You're a riot girl. You're so funny. Hi, Milk for a snack. It's nice to see you. And I saw somebody else sneak in here. Oh, Witchy Trista. Yeah, thanks for being here.
Hi, Trista. Yeah, Trista and I had a really good. We did a show. We talked about our Reiki journeys and stuff. It was
Uh-huh.
awesome.
Yeah, yeah, I know. That's wonderful. I'm so glad because it's always nice to have somebody else's perspective that does the same type of thing. So
Hmm.
I love it. I love it. Well, folks, and we're going to move into doing a few readings. We got about 20 minutes. We could probably do maybe I don't know 5 or 6 of them if you'd like. You can ask anything you want. We're not going to tell you if you win the lottery. We're not going to tell you about any legal issues or if you know, your test results at the hospital, blah, blah, blah. None of that, please. But otherwise, we're open. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway,
you might just get a good luck chuck.
that's right. That's right. So, yes. And while I'm waiting to see if anybody wants readings, I've got 2 classes coming up in June and July. The first one is the blah, 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 blah. I hate that when that
The
happens.
spiritual alchemy class? Or
Spiritual
no?
alchemy, thank you. And through journaling, that's in June. And then I have the ancestral healing again in July. There's a lot of people interested in that one. And they'll be on Sundays. So, yeah. All right. All right. It's wonderful to have you here, Jenny. Anything in particular or just want general? General? Because we'll tell you how it is. Oh, here it is. What spirit needs you to know most for the month of May? Okay. Very good. I don't know what the weather's like where everybody is, but this is the 3rd day of beautiful sunshine and it's 65 degrees outside. And I feel like I'm alive when it's like that. It's such a change in one's perspective when you know that it's a
Mhm.
beautiful day. Yeah. Yep, yep, yep. All right. What is your May going to be like, Jenny? Hmm. All right. So the first card I got for you, Jenny, is the creator. You are the creator of your own experience. I love this because the Buddha's sitting with his hands, and look, his hands are lit up. They're enlightened, but they also carry the energy, which is exactly what Sara was just saying about how she's talking about Reiki and she can feel it in her hands.
Mhm.
So we do have the power. That's what I'm getting here, that you have the power available to you to do what you'd like to do. And they don't want you to worry about whatever it is you decide to do. Abandon worry and just fly like eagle if you need to, because something is coming up for you that looks really good. And this is even better. You got the high priestess in the audacity deck. And I love this because even if you don't smoke, she's laying in a bathtub, having a cigarette or a joint, who knows. And she's just saying, I'm not quite sure. I'm in the middle of these two things, so I don't know for sure what's happening, but I'm just going to go with it. There you go, Jen.
So it's funny that Aley was mentioning loosening worry, because I have the Nine of Swords reversed. So this is telling me that you are coming out of a time of worry, anxiety, losing sleep. So this is going to be lightening up for you, but you're not going to do it alone, because I had the Hierophant reverse, and I was like, what is this trying to tell me? What is this card trying to tell me? And then the follow-up, I have the King of Swords. And whenever I get, typically what I've talked to with my guides is when the court cards come up reverse, their guides. So I have a feeling that this Hierophant in reverse, because he's kind of a jokester, this is one of your guides coming through. And I think you know who it is. And he's telling you that suck it up, buttercup. I don't know why I wanted to say that, but he's telling you that everything is going to be okay, and that worry is going to be lessened, and he's there for you. He's got your back.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
that's wonderful. Yeah. Hi, Jeff. By the way, if you came in late and you want to be in the queue for a free Reiki session from Sara, put in hashtag Reiki, REIKI, and at the end we're going to pull a winner for that. So, you know it is, Jenny. You know who it is. That's good, honey. That's good. I think we got enough readings for now. Thanks, everybody. I appreciate it. All right, let's see. So we have Cat Goddess, and can I have a reading for the month ahead? Yes. Can't believe it's almost May. It's just fast.
I know, it's ridiculous.
I bet your husband's glad it's almost May, though.
Oh, he's done. He's done.
Yeah. I mean, I used to do taxes, teach classes at the same time, and
no,
there was no time to pee. Honestly,
no.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. Yeah. All right. All right, Cat Goddess. The first card I get for you is, are you in a dead-end job? I get you sitting here doing the same old SHIT, just different day. And if not, it could be a dead-end job that's around the house. Oh, all I do is laundry. The dishes are always in the sink, or I have to vacuum every day. Whatever it is, you're feeling the weight of it. And I think they're asking you to see if you can renegotiate something, like think about taking a little rest or going away or doing something that takes you out of that. Or if it's a job, finding a new job. And they're saying you need to make sure that you also balance and integrate both sides of yourself, your spiritual and your physical. And most of us do this, and some of us do it, and then we forget, and then we have to be reminded. So that's just the reminder. And it says, if something comes up that's not feeling quite well, lean into the storm, because if you can't fight it, lean into it and know that eventually that bamboo, which is very pliable in the wind, will come up again. So if it's moving, it's going to come back to where it should be.
Yeah, I got something very similar. So I have the Four of Cups, the Four of Cups reversed. So that is showing me that there was you were just, I don't want to say what's coming through, but you were just like, you've had it. You're just like, I am so done with this crap. Like not anything. You're just so bored with it. You're just like, ugh, this is just, I'm done with it. And it's been causing you to feel that apathy, that like, ugh, I just don't even want to do it anymore. And then the three of Cups reverse is kind of showing me in this card that you're this energy, this situation is just kind of making you miss out on the good things. It's kind of taking the energy away from the positive fun, because you're just kind of like, I am just so over it. Mm-hmm. And then maybe you were in a time where you were it's time for a reevaluation. Basically, it's time to just reevaluate the situation, like come to a decision. And I'm like, do I really want to deal with this? Do I really want to feel this way anymore? Because I feel like you're on the verge of finding this solution. You're just you just don't have any energy. You're just, and this is showing me that it's time to take your power back and time to get your energy back. And
beautiful.
Flip these cards right side up. Yeah, because it's there for you.
It's there. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And sometimes just getting away for the day, an hour, whatever, that can flip that energy for you. Thank you so much. All right. So we got Garnet next, and then Anya, Seascape. Amethyst Dreamer, I'm so excited about having you in the class as well. Thank you. And prayers for Linda Bishop's landlord. His dementia's getting worse. I'm so sorry, Linda. We certainly send out lots of Reiki to him.
Yes.
After Anya, Seascape, and Sharon O'Brien. So thank you. And then we will pull the giveaway tool. Yeah. All right. You seem to be turning a new corner. All right. That's good. I always like that when that happens. Some people don't like to change things, but I think there's a lot of change going on generally in everybody's life, at least the spiritual life.
Yeah.
Okay. So don't take this the wrong way. You got the schizophrenia card, and the schizophrenia card sounds like it's awful, but really all it is there's two sides to us. There's two sides to all of us. And you may have been out of balance on one or the other side. And so I'm thinking that that's just coming together for you. And that's going to bring you some realizations and joy, and the realization that, that you need to have more balance. That could even just be being out in nature. That could be, learning something new, or just looking at something in a new way, Garnet. The second one is it's reminding you that you've suppressed this. That's why it's been suppressed for some reason. Sometimes, like we talked about earlier, suppression happens when we fear something, or we don't really fear it, but we don't understand it. So we kind of push it down. But they're telling us not to be worried about it. You've got this second time this card has come out. Abandon worry, because the corner that you're turning is the corner that is meant for you. And I think this is going to be a very exciting time for you. It's going to be realizations and just a new journey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have similar cards. So I have the Hermit card coming through, and introspection, thought. But this to me is coming across paired with the Seven of Coins. So whatever you were taking that pause and that introspection you've been growing these ideas, like these fruitful ideas that are starting to bear fruit, and they're coming through. So keep it up, this corner that you're coming, because the Wheel of Fortune is what follows it up. So these cycles are, whatever this cycle you were going through, you're coming into a new one, and it's going to be very positive for you, because I have the Wisdom card. So through this journey, this pause, you have gained a lot of wisdom, and that's going to help you move forward in a very positive manner. Like, it's going to be really good, because no matter what happens, you're going to be able to handle it.
There you go. There you go. Thank you. Thank you, Garnet. I hope you tell us all the exciting things that are coming your way when they happen. Yeah. So Anya was at an expo yesterday. She does she works with animal energies and other energies. And she's wondering if what she's going to get some kind of I won't say refund, but a hit from being there, positive side to being there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it's fabulous. Do they have more than just one in the summertime? Because sometimes it's great. Like Sun Psychic Jean goes quite often in the summertime, I believe, and so does Tarot
I,
Suzuki.
I was just having this conversation with Jenny, actually. Animal communication, I think, just is going to be vastly important right now. There's going to be a big call for it right now.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but I do. I've been
No, I
feeling
know.
that.
No, all I see is animals passing.
Yeah.
And some of them are like 2 and 3 years old. Mine have been a
Yeah.
little bit older, but what the hell's going on?
Mhm.
They
know
want to
something.
make sure that we know. Yeah, they do. They do know something. Yeah. Oh, they just happened close to you. Okay, sweetheart. Yeah. All right. So look at this. It was very healing for you to be there, for number one. And I'm hoping that people that talk to you will understand when something comes up, and they will understand that you are there for them and you can work with them. I almost wonder if Reiki would be good for you also to use with these animals, and then you might be able to actually work in a veterinary office. Like
Yes.
you could be a they're not going to give you a paycheck, but you could have clients maybe come from there. I don't know if there's one even close to you, but that just hit me after what Sara said. It says here a 0 of FUCKSs, and what I think this means is don't dwell on it. Don't think, oh, it wasn't any good. I got nothing out of it. Nobody else cared, because it really was. It got you out. You got to meet some folks. You learned a little bit about how to market yourself. And so that's an important step. And then it says here to go dark. And I don't know how I want to interpret that with this one. Let's see. Go dark. Go dark. I'm feeling like you're weighed down by all of the things that are around you, the weather, the things you have to do, the fact that you're trying to get work, all those things. And I think this is asking you to do some self-care as well. So there's just something that might be helpful. It was important for you to go. I agree 100%. Hi, Gary. Yeah. Oh, Jenny, you have a desire to work with animals, finding lost animals. That's wonderful. Do you know how many people actually pay more for their animals than they do for other things? They really do. Yeah.
So the cards are not cooperating with me right now, because my first instinct was to just go to my pendulum. I feel like, because the one card that's sticking out is the Hangman and the Hangman and the Six of Pentacles, and this is kind of telling me that yes, there will be a time when you will get, I'm not sure if it was getting business or getting people, but there's going to be people coming to you, but I keep hearing like you need to be a little more generous, like maybe do a few more like treatments or sessions, and just kind of get that energy going and get that word of mouth happening.
We did treatment for my 2 little puppies that were a pain in the butt, and they really calmed way down after she was done.
Yeah, because I have the Queen of Pentacles, and she knows how to get things going. She knows how to, like, if you're thinking of financial gain, absolutely, this could be something fruitful. But I think at first, it's there might maybe charge one, give one. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, do a little bit of
Well, even
be a
bartering.
little more charitable. Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah,
Mhm.
something like that. Because that's what was coming through like instantly.
Okay.
Because there is such a need. And yeah, Reiki on the animals. I do Reiki on my dog all the time because he's got arthritis and
Mhm.
he busted his knee when he was a puppy. So all the time I do Reiki treatments on him.
Now, she says she's Reiki too, but it's been quite a while. And I really do think sometimes it's important to get a refresher, even if
Mm-hmm.
it's just working with people in a
Yeah.
group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. So I that's another thing I also want to do too is like not if you have had Reiki, um, not with me
Hmm.
or like your attunement's there forever, but you're always welcome if we have a group to come join and ask questions and if you want to like
Hmm.
yeah, whatever you need. I'm here to help.
Yeah.
So I just think it's important for people to practice.
Yeah. And I do know that you're also looking to find work that you have bills to pay. So I totally get it. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
but sometimes um yeah, but you do have bills to pay, absolutely, and that does get in the
Yeah.
way. But I'm just going to put one caveat: if you go with it with the intention of making a lot of money, it might hinder it because that happened to me.
Uh-huh. It's happened to me. Yeah, it has. And I didn't think I was going to make a whole bunch of money, but
Yeah,
I wanted to cover my expenses. And
yeah.
sometimes I'm not even able to do that. So I get it. Yeah. Yeah. And so, but I have outside work. So
Hmm.
that's helpful, even though it's overwhelming at times. All right. Anyway, Anya, we're on your side, sweetheart. Yeah, we're on your
Yeah,
side. I think it was a
absolutely.
great thing to do, to step out and go out there and do that. So,
That was
all right.
wonderful.
So, Seascape, why are the rentals? I'm looking at houses to rent. Why is nothing feeling like home? Is it time to? Now, she's in California, and it's expensive in California. But, you know, that I can't tell you how happy I am that I don't live near the city. And I live near, it only takes me about 10 minutes to get to the grocery store where I am. I'm not like in the boondocks, but I also I'm on 2 acres and I see deer and hummingbirds and all that other stuff. And it might just be time for you to go somewhere else.
So I don't know where you are in California, but I live in the Bay Area, and
Hmm.
I feel suffocated being outside,
I
just
bet you
being in the
do.
Bay Area because the energy there's
Hmm.
just so much. Like just going to the grocery store is a hassle. So I feel you.
Hmm. Yep.
I want
Yes,
to run and hide,
El
go to the
Shara
woods.
says they love your decorations in the background. Yeah, you
Oh,
have
thank you.
she has a beautiful background.
Thank you.
All
Thank you.
right. Yeah, no, I would imagine that it's very, very different even from 20 years ago in the Bay Area, that it's just, yeah. I can't
Yeah.
go to Seattle. I've got to go to Capitol Hill to have a liver scan, and I'm terrified of going to Capitol
Yikes.
Hill. I don't want to go up there. It's no way. Yeah. You're
I
in
lived on
Riverside?
Capitol Hill for a summer
Yeah. Yeah. Uh-huh.
when I was a
So
teenager. Yeah.
Riverside, not like Los Angeles. That's true. Okay.
But still, anywhere in Southern California is
Mhm.
a lot.
Yeah.
Anywhere in
So
California is a lot. San Jose here,
beautiful.
yeah.
Okay. That's cool. All right. So Seascape, look at this one. It's like you are surveying all the possibilities. And if it's not feeling like home, I actually love that you are intuiting that because the inner
Hmm.
voice comes next. So you already know I don't want to be here because it just isn't. I mean, you make it home, but if you initially don't feel like it could even be that, then you're listening to your interior voice and you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. But the possibilities do exist for you. And so they're saying unconscious, court your subconscious, ask your dreams to give you an answer, work with maybe some kind of a guided meditation, see if you can guide yourself up to a guide or whatever and say, where do I need to be? What do I need to be doing? And I know you're retired. and you're on a fixed income. So that's got to take precedence as well. But maybe moving further out would make you happier, because the noise level of the city and the energies of the cities, and Riverside isn't Los Angeles, but at the same time, it's only going to get bigger.
Mhm.
It's going to get bigger. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. What's sticking out to me is this reverse 10 of Pentacles. And look at that grumpy old man. He's so sad. And like, it just, this card is just screaming that it doesn't feel like home. And I totally, totally get that. And the rest of the cards are kind of showing me that stuckness feeling that you have. Like the Magician, like reverse, just like not being able to manifest something differently. You just kind of feel stuck. And the Queen of Wands reverse is kind of showing me that maybe it's making you a little cranky sometimes, because it's just when you don't feel energetically connected to something, it kind of takes you down. So this is going to sound really weird, but I recently found out that my house feng shui was off. Like my front door location does not match my birth year, my personality, my feng shui number. And I was like, that makes sense, because ever since I moved in here, my health has declined. And this is weird because it's facing my area of health, and it's showing disease, which is freaking weird. And Judy showed me this. So I was like, that's crazy. So maybe check the feng shui of your house, because I didn't believe in it until she did that. And I was like, holy heck, I have been telling my husband this house is making me sick. And energetically it has been. So maybe check that.
That's interesting, because I have a room that is in a certain part of my house that is blocked with boxes, and it's blocking my good. So I totally get it. I totally get it. Yeah. It's just interesting to put those little pieces together. Maybe not just one thing, but like the whole thing. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Thanks, Seascape. Thank you. All right. So the last reading for today is Sharon O'Brien. We'll give you a reading, and then we're going to pull for the free Reiki session with Sara. What's that?
Linda Bishop, my card kind of looks like my landlord.
That's funny. Yeah. So
I saw those cards and they made me laugh.
There's one, the other night we were on a show, and there was the Hierophant card, and in a particular deck that looks like Donald Trump, his face.
As the Hierophant?
As the Hierophant. Well, he wanted to be the Pope, remember?
Yeah. Oh, and he sure did. Oops, that was a mistake.
I know. I was laughing because the girl showed it, and it was like, yeah, you're right. He looks just like that. All right, Sharon.
That's hilarious.
All right. So, Sharon, are you pushing something down or suppressing something? Because I'm getting the suppression card for you as well. Maybe you're not ready to do something. Maybe you're not ready to go somewhere. I don't know. But the second card is postponement. It's like you're postponing what you need to do, whatever that might be, whether it's your health, whether it's going to visit somebody, whether it's taking care of something. I don't know. Those two cards come side by side. They say, in the last card is abracadabra. And in this balloon, there's a lighthouse. And the lighthouse is actually almost in the position of the third eye. And they're saying the magic is in you. You can make this happen if you want to, but you've got to change the way you see it.
Yeah.
And the lighthouse is there telling you that. It could be J Cat Lady. I can't remember what she said it was, but it was on the show I did with Marina and Sherry Liberal Tarot. Yeah.
How funny. when you said stuckness, I would pull the 8 of Swords right when you said that.
Oh,
So
wow.
this just reiterates that
Yeah.
stuckness. And what I'm seeing is you're stuck. You have the Five of Pentacles stuck between 2 cups. So this is an emotional stuckness. Like you have the Five of Pentacles. I mean, traditionally it means like you feel a lack. You feel like you're not getting I feel like this is emotional appreciation. Like you're not feeling like you're just kind of feeling like you're not getting enough support or something in that area. But it's because you're not asking. So once you unbind yourself and say what you need, and say, it could be whatever you need to say, if once you get past the nerves and just say it, but in a nice, positive way, things are going to be great. Because like I have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Cups. So this is, new ventures, new emotions coming through, new meetings, new something, right? And then the Knight of Cups is like the you're going to take that new positive freed feeling and run with it and create beautiful, wonderful, like landscapes. I don't know why that came to my mind, but you're going to be able to, once you unbind yourself and say what needs to be said, or ask for help if that's what you need to do, you're going to be able to just create a lot of wonderful things.
Wonderful. Yeah. All right. Thank you so much. All right. So now is our time to pull the giveaway for the free Reiki session. We've got 17 people. You need to be here to win. So please let us know if you're here, and Sara will tell you how you can reach her. Okay. So here we go. I don't know. Can everybody see it? Yes.
Rossi.
Miss Rossi. All righty. Congratulations, Rossi. Thank you for being. Are you here? You're welcome, Sharon. Rossi, you still here, honey? I hope so. Just make sure. Oh, Rossi. Give her just a few minutes. See if she's here. Rossi, let us know you're here. I'd like to be able to connect the two of you, All right. So do we need to pull another one, I guess? I guess so. We need to have somebody that's here to win. So, oops, and I went and I just dumped the whole list. Sorry. So sorry. All right. Well, I know you probably have Rossi's email, so
yeah,
I guess
I can connect with Rossi.
You have to just do that. Okay. Thank you, everybody, for being here with us today. And thank you so much, Sara. I had a great time. It was very enlightening. And Sara is at Hibiscus Healing is her channel. And whenever she is ready to do her class, she'll probably be listing it on her community page. And you can also find her email on there if you want to reach out to her and ask her if there's any questions about anything. So take care, everybody. Have a beautiful weekend. And what's the rest of it? Anyway, thank you.
Yes.
Bye-bye.
Bye.